Hello and welcome to an India Today special broadcast on the day after former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's arrest. He is currently in the custody of the National Accountability Bureau in Pakistan. The NAB in a Pakistani court have sought 14 days of custody in the Al Qadr financial scam case. It's a land scam where Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi stand accused of amassing wealth to a tune of 60 billion Pakistani rupees. At least that's the allegation that's being leveled by the government. But there's chaos on the streets. There's chaos and there's anarchy on the streets of Pakistan. It isn't restricted to any one city. Yesterday, the Corps commander, the Lahore Corps commander's house was set on fire. It's unimaginable that the Flagstaff house of the Lahore Corps, which is a very important holding corps in Pakistan, that corps commander's house was set on fire. But that wasn't the only house that was set on fire. We have multiple images on your television screen. The first image that you see is Imran Khan in custody. That's the governor's house that's been set on fire, the corps commander's house that's been set on fire. Several vital installations have been targeted. Citizens and PTI cadre and supporters have taken to the streets. You can see in these images now. The police have resorting to lathi charge. They're also resorting to firing. Of course, tear gas shells have been fired, but also live bullets have been fired. But many in Pakistan are also mockingly calling this the Strawberry Revolution. And why are they calling it the Strawberry Revolution? Because strawberries were stolen from the corps commander's deep freeze in a country where people don't have enough to even eat one square meal a day. Peacocks were also stolen from the corps commander's residence, and there are protests that are taking place. PTI cadre and supporters are protesting in multiple cities across Pakistan and even in London and the United States of America. Joining me now for more on this live from Pakistan is India Today's Hamza Amir. We'll go to Hamza. With me is also Waqas Sagar. He is PTI London, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party's London president. Currently, of course, in Islamabad. And of course, India Today's Shiv Arur for more on this. But Hamza, to you first. What's the current situation in Pakistan? Very recently, just a short while back, we were told some metro stations or train stations were set on fire in Islamabad.
Well, yes, Gaurav, as we speak, the proceedings basically of Imran Khan in that police lines guest house have started. Imran Khan has been presented before the court, and as we had earlier said that the NAB officials have demanded at least 14 days of judicial remand of Imran Khan, because they say and they maintain that they have a 3-member committee investigation team which wants to have question-answer sessions with Imran Khan to get more detail on the Al Qadr Trust scam case. So that is going on at the moment. We also had told before that the former foreign minister and the co-chairperson of PTI, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, has been arrested. The former senior finance minister and at the same time senior leader of Tehreek-e-Insaf, Asad Umar, has also been arrested by the anti-terror squad on cases of terrorism against them. And at the same time, as we speak, there is a situation arising that the people are still waiting for the outcome of today's hearing, because as we speak in Lahore, there have been messages circulated among the PTI circles to gather at the Liberty roundabout at around 5 p.m. Pakistan time, while in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, the people have been asked through messages and text messages from PTI supporters to reach on different locations at Faizabad and in other parts of Rawalpindi around 3 or 4 o'clock, because they want to see what the results and outcome of the court hearing is. If the court actually does not allow the 14 days judicial remand, then that would mean that Imran Khan would be provided a bail and would be requested to appear before the court whenever it requires him to be appearing. So if that so happens, then it is going to be celebrations. But even if that does not happen, then it is going to be protest. But At the same time, as we speak, I think there is a strategy that has been planned already. All the security installations, all the important offices have already been secured since morning. Nobody has been allowed to take to the streets in protest at for the moment in Rawalpindi and Islamabad. In Lahore, we have seen that outside the Zaman Park, the residence of Imran Khan, some people have already started to gather who actually are also being stopped. So the security position at the moment seems that they are on a crackdown against PTI top leadership,
Okay.
PTI supporters, and they want
Give
to
me a
stop them
moment.
from
Let's keep
creating
this
any unrest
conversation
as
going. I
we see.
want to bring in Vikas Sagar, who's a PTI leader in London, currently in Islamabad. Vikas Sagar, PTI or Imran Khan specifically was seen as someone who was encouraged by the Pakistan army. Many say he was nurtured by the Pakistan army, propped by the Pakistan army, and helped by the Pakistan army to become Prime Minister of Pakistan. But now it's the same Imran Khan who's targeting the Pakistan army, and his cadre stand accused of burning down the Flagstaff House in Lahore and several vital military installations, including targeting the Miawali Air Force Base, sir. Why is that happening?
Okay, let me correct you here first. First of all, thank you for taking me on call. Secondly, let me correct you here. Imran Khan is not against the army. Even if you hear his statement that he gave yesterday before he traveled to Islamabad, he clearly said, we are not against any institutions. There are few people that he spoke about, and those are the only people, And again, like there is a blame on Imran Khan, he's blaming few people, and he clearly said he has got evidences. So first of all, Imran Khan is not against the Pakistan army. He clearly said, we love Pakistan army and it is our army. So he's not against the army, but there are a few black sheeps in those,
Sure,
and he's talking about
he
those.
may
So
say they love the Pakistan army and then they burn down a corps commander's house, they target GHQ, they target ISI headquarters, they target Air Force Base Miawali, and I can give you a whole list of military installations that have been targeted from Lahore to Multan, from Peshawar to Dir, sir.
okay. So first of all, I mean, all the authorities, they should know. The people will come out. If something happens like that, they arrested Imran Khan. So of course, those sort of incident would happen. But let me tell you one thing: how do we know whether those people belong to PTI or not? It is very important. I think it has been pre-planned. The elections were supposed to happen in Punjab on 14th of May, though they were supposed to happen in April. After the Punjab and the KPK assemblies were dissolved. So I think it's just a plan. Those people do not belong to PTI. I can I can tell you that because we've been told, from day one, any protest that we have organized, whether in Pakistan or outside the Pakistan, they are peaceful protests. But there will be extremists in any country. So what we have to see is, see whether those people belong to PTI or not, and then assess these things. I think it's too early to blame
That's
PTI.
a very
Imran Khan
important
never
point.
said,
That's a very important
yeah.
point to make. Before I bring in Shivarur and Hamza, since you're reporting from ground, are these PTI workers, are they PTI cadre, or are they lumpen elements, or as some may allege, some actually in Pakistan are alleging that they are members of the ISI who've set the corps commander's house on fire to defame Imran Khan and his party? Hamza.
Well, Gaurav, I have been on the field. I have seen protests. I have seen people who are there. I have seen them chanting anti-military slogans and pro-Imran Khan slogans. They certainly are PTI supporters. I have also, as mentioned, there are messages being circulated to people from PTI leadership in Punjab province to actually gather and come back out on the streets again. So basically, what you can't actually say that these are not PTI people. Fawad Chaudhry, the former information minister, he was yesterday saying that you see the people out on the roads. These are basically the people who are lovers and who are supporters of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and this is something that is going to aggravate with every passing day if Imran Khan is put behind bars. So I would not say in any possible sense of the matter that these are PTI people, but at the same time, when Shah Mahmood Qureshi and our guest here does not want to own up to them, then that becomes a mob. And these mob targeting or attacking government installations is something that is a criminal offense. So if that is going to be a crackdown done against them, then PTI should not be also raising a voice for them because this is certainly not something that I would agree on. They are certainly PTI supporters. I have interviewed people, I've met people, I've seen people. They are out for Imran Khan. They are out to ensure that he's released from custody, he's brought back, and that is why I cannot second what the guest has said, that these are not PTI people. These are most certainly 101% PTI supporters, and they are being
Okay.
supported and called out by the PTI team itself.
I will get Vakas to respond to that, but I want to quickly bring in Shiv Arur for more on the latest developments. Shiv, you and I have been tracking these developments right from the time Imran Khan was arrested, and it appears very planned, the selection of target and the crackdown that's taking place. But what is surprising, Shiv, is the lack of resistance. If a corps commander's house is being targeted, the army is actually stepping aside and letting these arsonists burn down the house. That defies logic.
Gaurav, the images one after the other are beyond comprehension. For a country like Pakistan, that is no stranger to upheaval, no stranger to political tension. On the streets as well. I think the word unprecedented is the only word we can use, because these are truly historic. There have been times when people have spilt out onto the streets to show their, anger against the government, sometimes even the army. But storming GHQ in Rawalpindi, trying to enter the ISI headquarters in Islamabad, damaging, war monuments in Sargoda, burning down aircraft, storming the corps commander's house, one man, taking his uniform, sparking this entire strawberry revolution idea, is unprecedented for Pakistan. We can spend hours here talking about whether the people out there on the streets are lumpen elements or PTI, or there is a spillover effect of the discontent in the among the Pakistani public after years of economic distress, starvation, malnutrition in so many places, and Imran Khan is benefiting from that latent anger that's already there in Pakistan. But whichever way you look at it, Gaurav, the images don't lie. The fact is, military establishments are being attacked. There is a ticking time bomb over the manner in which the Pakistan military is going to respond. There are already reports coming in of deaths in certain places, and like you rightly reported, the fact here is, you've got the Pakistani Prime Minister, the NAB chief, the army chief, all out of the country at the same time, which tells its own story. There is simply no there is no interruption in the images that are coming in from different Pakistani towns and cities, of tension, of upheaval, of people taking things into their own hands. And, the army, the Fauj in Pakistan, structurally, culturally, politically, in any way that you look at it, Gaurav, and you know this better, Hamza and Wakas also know this better, there are some things there are lines that you don't cross in
Yes.
Pakistan. That there are some certain things that are considered sacred. Military installations, military monuments, to martyrs, etc. Those things are not touched. But if you look at the images in Miawali, Faisalabad, Sargoda, etc., those basically convey that this is greater than just political anger about Imran Khan's arrest. There is, I think, a larger kind of discontent that is being manifested here. And I think that's why this is more than just Imran Khan.
Oh, you say it's more than just Imran Khan. Before I get our viewers the latest, I want to quickly get a reaction from Vakas Sagar. Vakas, you are currently in Islamabad. Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan, is one of the most secure cities in Pakistan. And I'm told a railway station has just been burned down. We're told it's not just the corps commander's house where, in Pakistan, people don't have enough flour, atta for 2 square meals a day. The corps commander's fridge was stocked with strawberries that the rioters took. They stole a cannon. They stole peacocks. What's happening in Pakistan in your view, Vakas, since you are in that country right now?
Okay, so let's understand the facts first. What we need to do is we need to understand who Imran Khan is, right? Imran Khan is one of the biggest leader in Pakistan. He's running one of the biggest party in Pakistan, right? If you're going to arrest him, there will be supporters, right? As my colleague said, my friend said, fellow Pakistani, he said, people are from PTI. I mean, see, we are PTI workers, right? We wouldn't do such thing. We wouldn't go out and do any sort of violation. We are not allowed. And as a citizen of Pakistan, why would I do that to my own country or my own fellow Pakistanis, right? There are few, I mean, supporters, maybe extremists. As I said, they are there in every country, in every organization, so they may do that. Now, the question here is, I mean, was there no security at Corps Commander House? Right? I'm sure there was, right? So why was it left, alone? So there are a number of questions. So what we need to see is, the incidents. The assemblies were dissolved on 14th of Jan. Elections were supposed to happen as per the constitution, within 90 days on 14th of April. They didn't happen. Then they gave Supreme Court gave a new date, 14th of May. And just before those dates, all these incidents are happening just to stop the elections. So this is what we need to see. Rather than focusing on these issues, we need to talk about the bigger picture. And why are they doing that? Why are they putting Imran Khan in the jail? Just because they don't want
Of
elections to
you.
happen.
Yes,
I think,
Imran
I
Khan
mean,
is a
if
big
they think
leader.
they're that popular,
Imran Khan is a big leader,
he
but
is.
he's not above the law.
He is.
He's not above the law.
No, he is not. I
Several
mean,
several prime
he's not above
ministers,
the law.
several former prime ministers of Pakistan, they've been arrested. They've been taken to court. It's happened to Mia Nawaz Sharif. It's happened to Shahbaz Sharif. It happened to Benazir Bhutto. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was sent to jail. In fact, he was hanged in jail. It's happened more recently to other prime ministers, including Yusuf Raza Gilani. They may have been prime ministers for a shorter period. So why is Imran Khan any different? We haven't seen these images with the arrest of
So
any
he's
other
not.
leader.
Yes. So see, I mean, Imran Khan, first of all, is the most popular leader. That's first thing. Secondly, yes, he's not above the law. I did not say that, and he didn't say that. We always follow the laws. And again, if you see the statement given by, NAB, that they did not get the satisfactory answer. That was the reason for the arrest. Right. So that means they had an answer, but not the satisfactory to the level that they wanted. So I think, they recently did the NAB amendments last year as well. So according to that, they were not in position. So again, PTI this morning has challenged, whether that arrest was legal or not. So that has been challenged as well. So we need to take, that these things step by step and see whether it was a legal arrest or not. Imran Khan, of course, will not break the law. And again,
No,
today,
whether it's a legal arrest or not, Shiv, whether it's a legal arrest or not, will be decided by a court of law. It cannot be decided by a mob or by anarchists and arsonists who are actually holding Pakistan to ransom. Shiv, the bigger question right now, are Pakistani nuclear weapons safe? Or can some of these arsonists or terrorists behind these arsonists, hold the entire world to ransom?
Gaurav, the safety and security of Pakistan's nuclear weapons is something that has always cropped up from time to time. Pakistan has always, reassured the world about the safety and security of its nuclear forces. I don't think there's reason immediately for any kind of alarm, because there is no reason to believe that the Pakistan army is not in control. Like I said, there is a sort of ticking time bomb. Hamza is just reporting that the army has been deployed in Punjab. That level of deployment will continue in other places as well. And Pakistan's nuclear forces have their own safeguards. Of course, the larger threat of hardliners, terrorists, etc., infiltrating the ranks of the ISI and the Pakistan army is a separate issue altogether. But I think the safety of the nuclear forces is not going to be an immediate concern as far as the world is concerned, because what you're seeing right now is this are these large crowds, destroying equipment and property in different cities of Pakistan. But there is no reason, at least immediately, to believe that the army, the military, the strategic command, as it were, in Pakistan has lost any kind of control. Because at this time, we do know that the Pakistan army is probably formulating its response. They've been deployed in Punjab. They've been deployed in Peshawar as well. And we're obviously going to see that counter happen very soon, Gaurav.
Okay. Okay, so we will see that, we will see a counter. The army has now been deployed. That's a breaking story, big story that we're breaking here on India Today. The 10 division is in Lahore. 10 div has been asked to deploy. Imran Khan backers go on the rampage. Huge army deployment across Punjab because of this violence and chaos and mayhem across Punjab. We are told that 4 people have been killed in recent incidents just today. Thousands have taken to the streets across Pakistan's Punjab province. Chaos, violence and mayhem. There's uproar in Pakistan. Shiv, the fact that 10 div has now been deployed is an indication that Imran Khan supporters were perhaps given time to went off thus far and no further.
About the implications of this, because once the forge is deployed, then that's a hard stop as far as any action is concerned. If you looked at the pictures outside the Corps Commander's house in Lahore.
Okay, Shiv, give me a moment. I'm coming back to you in just a moment. But Vikas, armies 10 div deployed across Punjab. Is this a clear signal to Imran Khan supporters and protesters? You may protest, but it has to be democratic. No more violence, no more arson. Get back, get off the streets. Is that the signal, sir? Okay, give me a moment as I try and reestablish this link with Vikas Sagar in Pakistan. Geeta Mohan, our Foreign Affairs editor, also joins us on the show. Geeta, what more can you tell us about Pakistan Army deployment? Is it having any impact? Is it bringing the situation under control?
Well, it's too early to say, Gaurav, because the news is just coming in. Lahore Garrison Reserve troops of the 10th Division now being deployed in the Punjab. The Punjab being one of the most important provinces of Pakistan, Gaurav, and the kind of violence that was witnessed yesterday clearly has went out of control. The corps commanders' residence burnt down, the GHQ breached. So there have been a lot of violations and breaches. But then again, one has to see how the people have rallied behind Imran Khan. Certainly a message to the establishment that they also face and have limitations, and that limitations are also economic in nature, given the financial crisis that Pakistan is going through, and the Pakistani establishment, for all the power that it wields, has not been able to help the country, the people, come out of that crisis. Having said that, over here, we're looking at deployment of the army, which is huge in itself. But we'll have to wait and see whether they are able to quell and manage the crowds or not. Yesterday was unprecedented in the history of Pakistan, and Pakistan's history is rather checkered, Gaurav. But in the history of Pakistan, we've never seen what we saw yesterday. Today, again, in the Punjab province, the 10th Division of Pakistani Army has been asked to deploy itself in various parts. But the situation is quite grim, not just in Punjab, in Balochistan as well, in the Sindh province as well. Karachi was burning too. So again, they're taking one step at a time. They're being very careful. They are weighing their options and the steps. But the Gaurav, the larger picture, if you zoom out, is that there is going to be no smooth transition from one government to the other, whoever comes to power, because there is going to be no elections. The crisis and the situation on the ground certainly in a way is advantage Shehbaz Sharif, because now he can go back to the court saying that the situation is such that one cannot hold elections.
So then, is all of this then being orchestrated, Geeta? You know, I just had Vikas Sagar, he's the PTI London president, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party's London president, and Vikas Sagar says this may be the work of Pakistan's deep state to, 1, defame Imran Khan, defame his movement, and 3, ensure elections are not held as the Supreme Court ordered on the 14th of May.
Might be the case, and we know that there could be involvement of various within the Pakistani military itself, right now, their own house is not in order. There are camps within the army, so we do not know whether if it was instigated by a certain quarter, but it certainly feels like a people's movement where people have rallied behind Imran Khan and are supporting Imran Khan. What Wakar, in all probability, means about the deep state and the deep state's involvement is the manner in which Imran Khan was taken away yesterday. The NAB, according to PTI leaders, were quite unaware. They were caught unawares of the situation. And it's only later, much later, Gaurav, that we got the statement from NAB officials officially stating that they have arrested Imran Khan on charges of corruption. So, again, the sequence of events do not play out the manner in which they should have in terms of protocol, in terms of rules. So violations have taken place. The court yesterday said it very clearly that while Imran Khan's arrest might have been legal, and why did they say it's legal? Because NAB stepped in saying that we have arrested him after the warrants that were issued. So the court said while the arrest might be legal, the manner in which it was done is unacceptable, and that speaks volumes of what really happened. So yes, if you're asking whether if the establishment was involved, why, of course it was involved in Imran Khan's arrest and the manner in which he was arrested. I do not really know, Gaurav, whether if the army really anticipated this kind of violence. They have been seeing violence, they have been seeing protests, if not violence, outside of his house in Zaman Park. Uh, uh, every now and again, when there are reports of him going
Geeta,
to
give
be
me a moment
arrested.
as we try and
But that
reestablish your
certainly
link. We are having an issue with your audio for just a moment. But I also want to bring in Shiv Arur once again into this conversation. Shiv, the Pakistan army would have wargamed a lot of this unless the Pakistan army itself was one, either split down the middle, or two, did this to defame Imran Khan and his movement and ensure that elections are not held not just on the 14th of May, but perhaps even in October, saying that the situation in the country is deteriorating, going from bad to worse. Three, they may have realized that they've created a Frankenstein's monster in the form of Imran Khan and use this to have him barred, Shiv.
Gaurav, I think option two that you've just described is a pretty plausible scenario. The Pakistan Army is an all-powerful institution. There's no way they would have allowed something like this if they didn't want to allow it. I think we all are very clear on that. Suppressing popular uprisings of any kind in Pakistan has been bhai haath ka khel for the Pakistan Army. Allowing Imran Khan supporters, to go on the rampage in this manner could very well have been part of the entire exercise to sort of show them up as lumpen elements, as rowdies, as those who have absolutely no respect for property or the Pakistan army or institutions. To the world, in many ways, it's looking like that. But remember, as far as the Pakistan army is concerned, they also have to account for the fact that this is a popular uprising. Imran Khan's public events over the last few weeks and months have been extremely large affairs, huge attendance, large crowds have been there. And therefore, the Pakistan army would have had to take all of that into account as well. The fact that Imran Khan, who's been taking them on in a very public manner, naming people for conspiracies by the ISI to murder him, etc., is whether you like it or not, a kind of demagogue-like figure, extremely popular, commands a large base beyond just Pakistani Punjab, and therefore not someone to be taken lightly. So I think the Pakistan army perhaps wanted a little bit of this immediate anger by the PTI and others to play out. Uh, uh, did they account for corps commanders' houses and generals' houses being burnt down? Perhaps we don't. One cannot really tell. At this point of time. But the fact that Hamza is reporting now that the Pakistan army has been deployed in Punjab, which is where much of the violence has happened, including in Lahore, tells you that the Pakistan army has basically waited for about 36 hours before, doing what it does best, which is quelling any kind of protest, getting things back in order. The lasting image that will be there on everyone's mind now, as these violent pictures play out, is that Pakistan continues to be in chaos. Imran Khan's party are full of people who are disrespectful of institutions. They've proven to be rowdies. They cannot be controlled. And then, of course, is the big question over elections, which is the main question that Imran Khan himself has been trying to ask us.
Shiv, stay with me. Geeta, stay with me. We're tracking this big story, but let me get our viewers up to speed with the latest developments that are taking place in Pakistan. So soon after Imran Khan was arrested, he was taken to the Anti-Corruption National Accountability Bureau or NAB office. The arrests have sparked off massive protests, not just in Lahore, but in Islamabad, in Sindh, in Peshawar, and across Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and even in the city of Karachi. PTI, which is Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, has challenged Imran Khan's arrest in the Supreme Court. The Pakistani government has now restricted social media platforms including Twitter, Facebook and YouTube to stop circulation of rumors and misinformation amidst these ongoing protests by Imran Khan party's supporters. 4 people have reportedly been killed, dozens injured in clashes between the police and Imran Khan's party supporters. Deaths were reported in Quetta, in Faisalabad, in Swat and in Lahore. Section 144 has been imposed in Islamabad after Imran Khan's party workers staged massive protests and set public property on fire. They vandalized multiple monuments. PTI UK President Malik Imran Khalil protested outside the Pakistan High Commission in London against Imran Khan's arrest. Protesters were chanting Azadi slogans. I want to bring in our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan for more on this. Geeta, there are 2 major developments that I want to talk about for a moment. Internet shutdown across Pakistan and also these Azadi slogans that are being heard not just by PTI cadre and supporters in London, but also whether it's in Lahore or in Peshawar or even in Karachi. And the shoe now is pinching on the other foot. Pakistan may have done a lot of breastbeating when internet was shut down in different parts of Jammu and Kashmir. Now they're having to do it themselves across their country.
Well, certainly the situation is quite grim, and is the reason why there was slowing down and shutting down of internet in many parts of Pakistan. But details of the order that we were just talking about, Gaurav, is just coming in. The Pakistani army or asset deployment in various parts of Pakistan to maintain law and order was issued by the Ministry of Interior to the Defense Ministry, asking the Defense Ministry to ensure that there is adequate deployment for the maintenance of law and order. We know that since yesterday there have been the meetings of the corps commanders. They were asked to be on standby. But the bigger concern over here again will be, because while a lot of people, Gaurav, may say that there could be deep state involvement, there is an element of people's movement. If you see the visuals, you see how they went about it. It didn't look like they were being told by certain quarters. It looked like people who were absolutely angry with the arrest of Imran Khan and had taken to the streets. But the concern over here in the deployment itself would be whether, if the Pakistani army's morale is in the right place to really take on the public, when the sentiments are high, and maybe many of them themselves are in support of Imran Khan. They will follow orders, but there are concerns. So that certainly is a grave situation.
Very important point you're
Pakistani
making there,
military
Geeta.
divided
Very
house.
important point. We know the judiciary in Pakistan is divided. We know the police in Pakistan is divided. But you're saying that the army could also be divided. And Shiv, you know,
Absolutely.
this could be the action of the Pakistani deep state. Or as Geeta points out, as you and I have been discussing, this could also indicate that the Pakistan army is split right down the middle, and that would be disastrous for Pakistan, because all through any other movement in the past, at least the Pakistan army stood solid behind even military dictators like Ziaul Haq and Pervez Musharraf.
Gaurav, there's a lot of, a lot of stray talk. It doesn't take very much for talk of military coups, to suddenly explode in Pakistan. The smallest little provocation, politically speaking, in Pakistan, and you see, talk of military coups. Are they going to come down very hard? The split within the Pakistan military establishment has been on for a long time right now. Imran Khan has triggered this, very big, very public confrontation with the military, even though Wakas earlier of the PTI said this isn't about Imran Khan versus the army, it's about certain individuals. You know, while that may be the case, the fact that the Pakistan army, which is always prefers to be behind the scenes, the real shadow power, as it were, in Pakistan, not sort of liaising with politicians so directly, has been forced onto the front foot. It has been forced out of the shadows to constantly, respond to Imran Khan. For God's sake, you've got the ISPR issuing statements about Imran Khan. You've got, ISI, persons saying things in public about Imran Khan. It's become a very, very messy affair. It's not something that the army in Pakistan is comfortable with. They enjoy a certain distance and detachment from the hurly-burly of Pakistani Rajniti and politics, and the dirt and the grime of street level politics that Imran Khan has been indulging in. But they've been forced out of the shadows to actually come down and become part of this very this unfolding mess in Pakistan, and that's not something that the Pakistan army is uncomfortable with. So I'm not surprised about the divisions within the military. I'm not surprised about talk about whether there will be another military coup, whether it's Imran Khan or Shehbaz Sharif. Virtually all Pakistani leaders at one level or the other are described as puppets or the chosen ones of the Pakistan military. As far as Imran Khan is concerned, he sort of emerged, after initially being reputed to be the next puppet, as it were, of the Pakistan army. He emerged as a bit of a googly, a bit of a, an unknown entity and an unknown quantity, a variable as far as Pakistan politics is concerned. And that's the reason why the Pakistan army perhaps has not been able to fully war game, the fallout of what we're seeing right now. That doesn't mean that the Pakistan army won't, emerge on top. Be rest assured, the Pakistan army will win whatever battle happens, politically speaking, within Pakistan. Imran Khan also knows that this is all finally about the elections, God.
What does this now mean for Imran Khan, Geeta? Because as Shiv very rightly points out, Imran Khan was a Pakistan army experiment, perhaps that went wrong. Did the Pakistan army create a Frankenstein's monster? Is that the reason that General Asim Munir is not backing him the way he expected, the army to back him and prop him up once again as Prime Minister of Pakistan? But given what's happened in the past 24 hours, what happens to Imran Khan next?
Well, Gaurav, interesting because, a lot of people, most of the Pakistani experts I speak to and have been speaking to are saying that at the end of the day, no matter what, we're seeing all this crisis, but Imran Khan has been foolish and that Pakistani army will prevail. Let's flip it a little and see whether it works for anybody, even Pakistan, to continue having military in power or the uniformed men out of their barracks, taking decisions for the country. I see this as a huge moment in Pakistan's history. The people of Pakistan, many of them waking up to saying that the military cannot be controlling political dispensation in Pakistan. What is the fear over here? Yes, he's a Frankenstein's monster. He has been he's out of control. He has not been under the control of the Pakistani army and the establishment. But the irony of all this is, Gaurav, that when Nawaz Sharif was ousted, they propped up Imran Khan to do the same. Now, Shahbaz Sharif, his own younger brother, is standing by the army, stood by the army. The PPP, Bhutto family, stood by the army to oust Imran Khan. And it just does not. What happens to political parties in Pakistan? They play the game that the military wants them to play. This is a huge change. It's a shift. It's a huge shift from what Pakistan has been all along. We'll only have to wait and see whether if, like many experts, continue maintaining that Pakistani army will prevail, or whether if there is going to be a realization within Pakistani military that their days are limited, that their days are numbered, and that yes, there has to be room and space for political parties.
Eh,
Imran Khan certainly has done that. Let's see whether he survives this political turmoil or not,
Oh, that's a
inside the
very
jail
major
or
point once
outside.
again that you make. Let's see, will Imran Khan survive? What's the indication, Shiv? Because in the past, when civilian leaders have tried to take on the all-powerful Pakistan army, it hasn't ended up well for them. Whether it was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who was hanged by the Pakistan army, or Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated, as many say, on the instructions of the Pakistan army. Perhaps Mian Nawaz Sharif was the luckiest. He was only sent out into exile. So it remains to be seen what happens to Imran Khan, hanged, assassinated, or sent into exile. But can he stay back in Pakistan and come out on top? That would mean that he's a real mass leader. Otherwise, he'd be another flash in the pan, Shiv. Okay, let me put that question to Geeta as we reconnect with Shiv in just a moment. Geeta, Imran Khan, World Cup winning captain, very popular, no doubt. But the Pakistan army got away by hanging Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and assassinating Benazir Bhutto. Where does Imran Khan stand in the scheme of things in the current dispensation?
Well, very difficult in a very difficult position. Again, Gaurav, he did not want to break ties with the military and chart his own course. Uh, Unfortunately or fortunately, that is what it has come to. That he's broken away and that now he's calling out the army. But if you see the initial stages where he was trying to move out, he was actually trying to convince the army to continue supporting him rather than helping oust him and get the other parties in. He in fact had gone ahead, met or tried meeting the army, voiced his concerns, also reached out to them saying that I'm the best bet you have. Do not trust the others. He actually, during elections, wanted the blessings of the army, and the army said, let's keep it free and fair. We will not interfere. And therefore, the election result was the way it was. But things are changing on the ground. And if you go back to the statements that he made many, many years ago, he's spoken about how the military should be in the barracks. They should be confined to the barracks and they should not be the ones ruling the country. And if that happens, then the country has no future. That is his
Military
almost
should be
exact
confined to
words.
barracks after installing him as Prime Minister is what Imran Khan wants, and that's clearly not what General Asim Munir intends to do. Given the way General Bajwa was stabbed in the back by Imran Khan, given the way that Imran Khan tried to interfere, as the army puts it, or as people close to the army in Pakistan put it, with military promotions. He wanted General Faiz Hamid as DGISI as against the army's choice, which was General Nadeem Anjum. Now, had Pakistan been a democracy like India, it's only natural that a civilian dispensation appoints the army chief or generals, but not in Pakistan. This was a very strict no. Okay, I have breaking news coming in. I want to quickly cut across to this piece of breaking news that's coming in from Pakistan. Imran Khan has claimed that there was another assassination plot. There was a plot to assassinate him. Imran Khan has made this big allegation in the NAB court. Imran Khan says there's a plot to kill me. And I once again want to bring in Geeta Mohan for more on this big story. Imran Khan says twice there was an attempt to kill him. Once the terrorists opened fire and that bullet hit him on his leg. Imran Khan also said that there were 3 shooters, and Imran Khan has hit out at General Faisal Nasir. General Faisal Nasir is the Internal Security ISI head, DGC of Pakistan's ISI. I want to bring in Geeta Mohan once again for more on this story. So Imran Khan says an attempt has been made to kill him. Till yesterday he was saying twice. Now he says that this is the 3rd attempt. So this is Imran Khan. Does he have proof to say what he is, or is this yet another claim, Geeta? What more are you picking up?
Well, Faisal Nasir, is that right, Gaurav?
That's right.
Is he mentioning Faisal Nasir?
Yeah.
Faisal Nasir is the man he has been calling Dirty Harry. And he has been talking about Faisal Nasir as an officer, also known as Dirty Harry, who has been, who was part of that entire scheme and plan to not just oust him, but also threatened him. These are reports from much before when he made those statements, the videos that were put out, and he was mentioning all these army officials' names, after which we see the consequences of him having named these officers. But yes, he has been naming Faisal Nasir for a while now, and he also calls him Dirty Harry. The first time we are seeing an open spat where names have been taken, and the political dispensation here, political leader Imran Khan, former prime minister, coming out and exactly naming who he thinks is behind not just attacks but also behind the threats to him, whether it is to his life or warnings to him. He has been talking about this man for a very long time, Gaurav. So it is a serious matter. The NAP is not the authority to really talk about or decide on the issues that Imran Khan is putting forth in front of the NAB. But certainly in the case that is being heard, the only place where he's being heard, he's trying to make the most of that space and voicing his concerns with regards to the threats that he has faced, according to him and his officials, his party leaders, that there has been a continued threat to him, his life, and not just in terms of an attack, but calls being made, the party being threatened, political leaders being threatened, Imran Khan being threatened. And he has been naming not just Faisal Nasir. If the references were to a powerful military circle, this I'm talking about the videos and the messaging that he'd done before. It's only for reference because he is now renaming and again reiterating his concerns with regards to the threats that was being investigated by Sharif, including the then Chief of Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa, Director General of the ISI, Lieutenant General Nadeem Anjum, and he started receiving death threats from Brigadier Mohammad Shafiq Malik, also known as Ganja Shaitan, indicating his boldness because Faisal Nasir, also known as Dirty Harry, has been at loggerheads with the PTI and former Prime Minister of Pakistan, even when he was in office, Gaurav. So the concerns are serious, and while a lot of people might say that Imran Khan is just making up these threats, when it comes to Pakistan and the political leadership over there saying that their life is a threat, it cannot be taken lightly. I remember the time when Benazir Bhutto wanted to return to Pakistan, and a lot of people had actually said that, oh, this is all politics, this is all shusha, she's just trying to show that she's going back to her country. And
give me a moment, there's a big story coming in from Pakistan. The information that we are getting is Imran Khan says he's being tortured in custody. Imran Khan says he's not even been permitted to go to the toilet. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Hamza Amir, who joins us live from Pakistan for more on this. Hamza, bring us the latest. Imran Khan says one more plot to kill me. Imran Khan says I'm being tortured. I'm not even being permitted to go to toilet. I'm being tortured in custody. What more do we know?
Yes, proceedings, Imran Khan actually has last 24 hours since the time he has not permitted to go to the. He also said that he wants to come and see him. Is not well because he claims that he has been tortured in custody and he has been manhandled, and that is why Imran Khan is saying that attempts of assassination have been done in the past against him, and he fears that another attempt may be done in custody as well. So these are big statements coming out of Imran Khan during the hearing that is going on in the police headquarters
guest house, which has been made a court of law for today. So Imran Khan basically is claiming that he has been tortured, and at the same time, as we speak, there are security situations and creating and coming out in the open in the Punjab province when top leadership of PTI leaders are now nowhere to be found. Punjab police, along with the Pakistani Rangers, are conducting raids at their residences, and none of the leaders is found at their premises, nor has anyone come out in the open to support the protesters that are coming out. It is being said that now every possible leader of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has gone into hiding because they fear that these arrests are going to target them as well, and because the government, as it seems, is planning to put everyone that is related to PTI behind bars, put them on trial and put them behind jail, so that no one actually can be there to support their leaders, or at least to support their protesters who are actually coming out on a daily basis in support of Imran Khan.
Okay, so Imran Khan fears he could be killed in custody. Imran Khan says he's being tortured. Geeta, given what is happening right now, given the manner in which Imran Khan was taken into custody, the road ahead for Imran Khan could be very difficult, especially when the government is making it very clear 60 billion rupees is a huge amount of money. Imran Khan, who claims to be clean, stands accused of benefiting financially from helping a builder and amassing property, Geeta.
Well, there are corruption charges, and there are, in certain cases, enough evidence and proof, Gaurav. Doesn't take away from the fact that he is facing very, very serious charges of corruption, and he will have to face the music if he's caught. He will have to clear his name if he's not in the wrong. But that has to do with most of the political parties and politicians. The allegations and the reports and the charges against leaders in the PPP, the PMLN, and the PTI are equally bad. Charges against some of the military officers now have come out, which again was completely unheard of in the past. But these are corruption cases. They are charges. As somebody who served in office, he will have to answer. He will have to respond. He will be accountable if found guilty. But that does not take away from the political situation that's unfolding in Pakistan. There's a huge crisis we're looking at that stares Pakistan in the face. It's not just to do with one party or the other. It's the fact that elections will not be held. It's the fact that if elections are not held and the situation is as grim as this, then there could be army control. How does that benefit a country that already is in dire straits when it comes to its finances? Look at the kind of damage, loss to property that we've seen yesterday. There is no recovery from this because Pakistan certainly does not have the money to even do what it has to do to bring certain amount of normalcy and recreate structures if they're being broken down and brought down. So it's the establishment now that has to do a rethink. Can Pakistan afford such a situation only for Pakistani military to continue remaining in control? Is the insecurity this high, not just with the establishment, but also with the current dispensation, that should there be elections, Imran Khan will play a very important role and could be not just kingmaker, could just sweep certain parts of Pakistan in terms of elections.
At the moment, we're getting a lot of reactions from Pakistan, including Minister Ehsan Iqbal, who's making it very clear the case against Imran Khan is very serious, and that is why the NAB took him into custody. It was done by Pakistan Rangers. Let's listen in.
Now, this is not a small case. It is 60 billion rupees of Pakistani taxpayers' money. My question is, if such a case happens in Western country or any country, whether it is UK or USA, won't anti-corruption agency or crime agency in that country investigate that case? Won't they proceed to arrest that person if he is not cooperating with the investigation agencies? There was attack on the security agencies. Petrol bombs were thrown. Dozens of policemen were injured, seriously injured. Now, how can any society tolerate this kind of behavior, this kind of lawlessness, this kind of anarchy? when no other party has ever shown this kind of behavior that PTI supporters and Mr. Imran Khan has shown, which clearly shows that he's on a path of creating chaos in the society. It was just his own allies who left him after his failures, after his poor conduct, and they felt very unhappy with the government and they left him. As simple as that.
I once again want to come back to Geeta Mohan on this. And Geeta, the government is very clear. They are not backing down. They are not taking it on the chin anymore. The army has been called out and the government says the charges against Imran Khan are very serious. He may have been former Prime Minister, but he's not above the law. He will have to face these charges.
Well, that should have been the case from day one, Gaurav, but look at the manner and the methods used to nab Imran Khan. He was not a fugitive. He had gone for his biometric process in court. The rangers broke into the office within the court premises. They shattered the windows, broke down the windows and the doors to pull him out of that room. It certainly doesn't make sense when it comes to the manner in which he was nabbed from court. No warrant was produced or handed over before arrest. So there are discrepancies in the manner in which things were done, which is why the court yesterday said while the arrest is legal, the methods were unacceptable. So yes, Imran Khan has to face the music. If he is corrupt, he will have to face the charges, and if he's accused, he will have to serve term. But that does not take away from what Imran Khan is claiming now. Serious charges against the authorities saying that he was tortured. That's a serious allegation that also will have to be looked into. The fact that there is a Pakistani army and asset deployment across the Punjab clearly shows that the situation has gone beyond the hands and control of the dispensation, be it the establishment or the government.
Moment, I quickly want to cut across to Hamza Amir, who joins us live from Islamabad. Hamza, what's happening in court?
Gaurav, the big breaking news is that the court has reserved its verdict on the demand for the judicial remand of 14 days requested by the NAB officials of Imran Khan. The court has listened to both sides and now has reserved its verdict, which will be announced soon. At the same time, while this has happened after the Punjab province, where the army has been called in, now in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province as well, where gunshots were heard, where protests were getting violent, army has also been called in as per notification in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province as well. So basically, two provinces are where Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab, where the army has been called in, and as far as the hearing is concerned, Imran Khan's demand of the demand of 14 days judicial remand of Imran Khan by NAB, the verdict on that has been reserved, and now it will be announced in a little while.
We are getting more information from the Islamabad court. We are now being told that Imran Khan has said in court that he's being treated worse than a chaprasi. He's not being permitted to go to the toilet. He hasn't been permitted to go to the toilet in the past 24 hours. The situation is very bad. The police lines in Islamabad have been converted into a sub-jail. So, Hamza, I want to understand from you, as former Prime Minister, what are Imran Khan's rights, and is there merit in him telling the court that he's not even being permitted to go to the washroom and he's being treated as a chaprasi by the NAB?
Well, Gaurav, as far as Imran Khan's positioning is concerned, he is present in the court as an accused. So basically, his rights to give a statement are there, but certainly his comments are going to be part of the proceedings. It has to be his lawyers who should have presented or would be presenting his case in terms of torture in custody, in terms of mistreatment in custody. It will have to come on the record in writing and presented before the court. But because today it is going to be revealed soon that if Imran Khan is going to be put in the same premises which has been converted into a sub-jail for a number of days on a judicial remand, is something that we will have to wait and see, because the court has reserved that very critical and important verdict. So we'll have to see on what grounds does the court actually comply on in actually agreeing or disagreeing to the fact that Imran Khan, an investigation against him he requires him to be kept in judicial custody and under investigation for a number of days. For the moment, NAB has requested the court to provide at least 14 days permission on judicial remand for Imran Khan, in which he will be kept in the same premises, which is a police line guest house, which has now been converted into a sub-jail.
Okay. Imran Khan also says he fears he will be killed in custody, and I'll come to you for more on this. But let me get you some of the most defining images since Imran Khan was arrested. And one of the most defining images is Radio Pakistan building being set on fire by PTI protesters. Image number 2. A woman was brutally dragged by her hair as she protested against Imran Khan's arrest. Watch this. She was protesting. A policeman reaches out and that policeman literally drags her. But then there's a huge mob that's standing there and that mob charges at the police and the police retreat. In Peshawar, Imran Khan supporters set the Chagai Mountain monument on fire. The Chagai Mountain model was set up to commemorate Pakistan becoming a nuclear power in 1998, and that monument has been set on fire. Imran Khan supporters also set on fire a Chinese dummy aircraft at the Miawali Air Force Base. Imran Khan supporters stole a live peacock and strawberries from the refrigerator of the Lahore Corps Commander's residence. The video went viral. Many people are saying this is the strawberry revolution of Pakistan. When people don't have 2 square meals to eat, the generals are gorging on strawberries. I once again want to cut back to India Today's Hamza Amir for more on Imran Khan's statement that has just been made in the NAB court in Islamabad, where Imran Khan fears he'll be killed in custody. What's the basis of that fear, Hamza?
Imran Khan has maintained this in the past as well, that he basically claims that one of the senior most intelligence officials was behind the plotter and the mastermind behind 2 assassination attempts on him. One was part of the time when he was in Wazirabad area and a shooter tried to attack him. Imran Khan claimed and wanted even at that time to have this FIR registered against the same intelligence official, which did not happen. And even right now, Imran Khan has said it again, that he fears that he will be assassinated in custody. Earlier before his arrest, while addressing the public rally, he said that 2 attempts have been made to assassinate him. A third is being planned. And now, because he is in custody, he has even more fears that he will be assassinated being in custody. As he says that he's being tortured, he is injured, he is being denied going to the washroom even. He wants to see his doctor and they are not allowing that as well. And this is something that all actually adds up to what Imran Khan has been saying all along. The only difficult part in all of this is that Imran Khan is calling out names of senior serving intelligence officials, and that probably, it seems like it is basically the prime reason why Imran Khan is in trouble at the moment. And that is the reason probably also why the people who are supporters of Imran Khan have opted to target the cantonment areas, the military establishment areas, their residences, their offices across Pakistan, because the basic anger that prevails among the PTI supporters is what Imran Khan already claimed, that the establishment is against him, they are plotting to assassinate him, and that is something that his supporters do not want to see.
Okay. So what next for Imran Khan? Imran Khan stays in the police lines at Islamabad that has now been converted into a sub-jail. Apparently, there is more police deployment because at least the police fears that his supporters may come and target the police lines, Hamza.
Well, there is deployment of police around that area. In fact, this Srinagar highway right next to the police lines has already been sealed since early morning. Nobody is allowed to enter or go out from that area. Jam are in place, and then it is basically the police line's headquarters. So it is considered to be a very secure area, which security will now also has been beefed up since Imran Khan is there, and they fear that a mob attack might actually come and try to take Imran Khan out of that premises. So security is in place. Police officials are there. The Rangers officials are there because they say that if the verdict that has been reserved by the NAB court after the hearing today, if that comes in favor of the NAB officials, then it will mean that he will be kept in judicial custody for at least 14 days. And in that regard, he will be kept in the same premises, which is now considered as a sub-jail in which investigations will go through. So that place is basically considered highly secure, and they've made even more measures to ensure that no movement as such is done in or around the police lines area.
Okay, stay with me, stay with me. There's more breaking news coming in, and this time the information is after Punjab province. It's in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province that the army will be deployed because the situation is worsening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Remember, this is Imran Khan's backyard. But ever since Imran Khan was taken into custody, videos that have emerged out of Islamabad that showed Imran Khan was dragged, pushed and shoved into a police van. Now ahead, already, the situation is so tense in Pakistan. The country is on a brink of collapse. It's further descending into chaos. We bring you this report.
After months of suspense, the Pakistan establishment finally bites the bullet. Imran Khan Niazi arrested in an operation that has left the nation stunned. The former Pakistan Prime Minister was in the biometric room of the Islamabad High Court on Tuesday when a heavily armed contingent from the Pakistan Rangers barged in. The forces broke through a window to enter the room where Imran was served an arrest warrant. Surrounded by troops carrying metal shields, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party chief was then herded into a vehicle and whisked away. Imran's party and lawyers claim they and their leader were tortured by security forces.
पांच साहब वहाँ खड़े थे पहले बार से धक्का देके मारा तो मैं एग्जैक्टली इस जगह खड़ा था यहाँ पे यहाँ से खड़ा था वो सामने वहाँ से आके उन्होंने शीशा तोड़ा है और वो ये आप नीचे देख लीजिए क्या सूरत हाल है ये दरवाज़ा है और मेरी आंखों पे मारा कोई आँख इतना ज़ोर का स्प्रे हम तीन वकला थे और इतना शदीद किस्म का हमला था बोला नहीं जा रहा है और इस वक्त अभी भी अंदर ये जो है वो एक शदीद शेलिंग के असरात मौजूद हैं।
ये इस वक्त खान साहब के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा तशद्दुद कर रहे हैं, खान साहब को मार रहे हैं और आई डोंट नो कि इन्होंने खान साहब के साथ क्या कर दिया है। खान साहब के साथ इन्होंने कुछ कर दिया है।
इमरान खान का मुकदमा लड़ने जा रही हूँ, मैं पाकिस्तान का मुकदमा लड़ने जा रही हूँ। ये बात याद रखिएगा, ये अकेले इमरान खान की जंग नहीं है। आज इमरान खान आपकी जंग लड़ते लड़ते उसके ऊपर कोई चोरी का मुकदमा नहीं है, उसने कोई जुर्म नहीं किया। मार देंगे उसको, मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि अंदर वो मार देंगे अगर आप लोग अभी अपने लिए खड़े न हुए, आप पाकिस्तान के लिए खड़े न हुए।
Imran has been arrested in the Al Qadir Trust corruption case. The former Prime Minister, his wife Bushra Bibi and other leaders of the PTI are accused in the case linked to the establishment of the Al Qadir University. Imran's government and a property tycoon had agreed to a settlement in a case that led to an alleged loss of 50 billion Pakistani rupees to the treasury. Imran's arrest comes hours after he claimed the Shehbaz Sharif government and its alleged handlers were trying to arrest him to prevent him from campaigning for elections.
मैं साबित करूंगा कि आईएसआई ने सारी एक रात पहले उसको टेक ओवर किया। साबित करूंगा कि सीटीटी के कपड़ों के अंदर और वुकला के कपड़ों के अंदर आईएसआई थी वहां। इसी आदमी का नाम और इन जो टोला था उनका नाम अरशद शरीफ की वालदा ने अरशद शरीफ के कत्ल पे लिखा। कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं हुई, कोई किसी की जुर्रत नहीं थी कि आगे बढ़े क्योंकि ये मुकद्दस गाय हैं, कानून से ऊपर हैं।
The Sharif government has defended Imran's arrest. The arrest has sparked protests in many parts of Pakistan. PTI cadres gathered outside Imran's Zaman Park residence in Lahore, hitting the roads after his arrest. Section 144 that bars unauthorized assembly of people has been imposed in the country's capital, Islamabad. Imran's party has also called for a nationwide shutdown.
मैं पूरी कौम से, सब कारकुनों से और सब अवाम से, सिर्फ कारकुन नहीं अवाम से ये डिमांड करता हूं कि आज बाहर निकलें। अगर आज हम बाहर ना निकले, ये मुल्क हमेशा के लिए इन चोरों डाकुओं के हवाले कर दिया जाएगा।
Imran Khan's arrest follows several unsuccessful attempts, including a police raid on his house in Lahore, which he had managed to evade successfully.
You can see behind me, people are being blocked. They are chanting anti-government slogans. They are chanting pro-Imran Khan slogans. And they say that Imran Khan is their red line, as they claim it. They say that Imran Khan should not be taken into custody. They do not trust the current government. They want early elections in the country, as Imran Khan also demands from this current setup. And till the time that so happens, this situation, as we see right now, seems to be aggravating with every passing hour. In Islamabad, for India Today, this is Hamza Amir.
So the situation is worsening. The army has been called out not just in Pakistan's Punjab province, but also now in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. But will it continue to deteriorate further, or will the army's deployment stem the tide? We will track developments on the story very closely. That is all we have time for on this special broadcast. Many thanks for watching.